secret again. It never is. Obviously, this has been I think it's been since last May when we started working on this, right, John? Maybe even before that, John, Tony. I do want to welcome, as Scott has mentioned, Heidi, Caleb, Braxton. Good to have you, and good to have you for a long, long time. John Boggs and Tony Cabral, there is Cole's representatives. Long and laborious, but we got to the finish line, and that was the goal. And the goal was to try to keep Cole in our uniform for the foreseeable future, and we certainly have done that. It is a 6-year deal. It's unprecedented as far as the Phillies are concerned, but it's unprecedented, and I think we did it with the right person and the right family. Cole grew up with us. He's grown up with us. He's still growing. He has an occasional blip in the screen when it comes to quotes from time to time, but he's a Philly through and through, and we hope to have him maybe even beyond this contract. He's a special player. He's been someone that's grown up in our organization, and we think he's one of the elite left-handers in the game, and we're happy to have gotten it done, and we hope to get ourselves a chance, and I think this is the best way to give ourselves a chance to bring home another championship here in Philadelphia with Cole than without him, and we've expressed that to him pretty explicitly. So with that, I guess I'll turn over the comments to Cole and let him go. Congratulations, Cole, and welcome again.
Oh, thank you. First and foremost, I'd really like just to thank the organization for giving me that opportunity ever since I was 18 years old to drafting me. I know I had a lot of speculation and where I could be slotted, and just the concerns for what I was going through at the time at 18, and for them to draft me and then make me their first round pick and take me through the system even throughout the injuries that I had. They really helped show me the way to the big leagues, and to keep me up here has been it's been outstanding ever since I've been here. I've seen an organization that I knew nothing about growing up on the West Coast. Getting a new stadium, building a team around some great core players, and to win. That's ultimately, I think, everybody's desire when they play this game is to play to win, and this is something that we've been able to do here, and that's what I want to be able to continue. And we've got great guys on this team, but I think it really does show the organization, with what David and Ruben have been able to do ever since I've been here, and Pat. It's here to win and to win multiple championships. And I know we got one in 2008. As much as I did my part, I still kind of would like to do more. It's something where it went too fast, and that's ultimately where I want to make it happen again, as many times as possible, just so I think I can remember them. It's seeing the type of turnouts that the fans have done. I think that's ultimately been one of the best parts about playing the game of baseball. We play this game because we enjoy it, but we play it because there's fans that want to see us play it, and the fans are enjoying every single moment that we're able to go out there and do the job as best we can. And the city of Philadelphia has been absolutely outstanding, and that's kind of where you really do. At the end of the day, a good game or a bad game, you realize that there was a sellout. Watching every move that you played, and talking about every move that you played, and can't wait for the next one. I know my teammates. And a lot of guys in the big leagues. That's why we love this game so much. Is because fans appreciate what we're able to do. The 250 sellouts is something pretty impressive here in Philadelphia, and it's for many more to come. I know that's what the organization wants. I know that's what the players want, and I know that's what the fans want. And I think it really showed me something the other day when I was pitching here. You don't know if it's your last start here in a Philly uniform or if it's just your last start, in general. To be able to see the way that they came out and in that 8th inning, I know it didn't end as well as I wanted, but to see the way that they really gave us support, that's that's what I'll ultimately always remember every single time I go out there. Is it really does mean a lot, and I know words can't really describe the emotions that you get, especially when you want things to go so well. But the way to have the fans standing and cheering, that was ultimately, I think, the deciding point that really, wanted me to really be here was because of them. The way that we work this thing out, it's been something that I've always wanted to keep it open. I've never been that type of player that wants to, put a timeline on anything. I want to give, a team that's given me the benefit of the doubt and has trusted me to go out and play the game that I love so much. I want to give them every opportunity to be able to, get the say-so. And ultimately, it's worked out for the best. And, I couldn't thank my agents, John Boggs and Tony Cabral, because they're more than agents, they're family. And, they were able to, help get this deal done. And it really shows a lot because, the business side of baseball is something I don't really ever want to get into. To have the agents that I do and the relationship that I do, they were able to get it done. And, with the organization and the ownership group that we have here in Philadelphia, it says a lot with what we were able to accomplish. And, I just, if I can let anybody know, it's, every single day I go out there to work the hardest I possibly can. I'm going to do that day in and day out for as long as I possibly am allowed to play this game of baseball. So it's, I know the ups and downs with baseball, it's a long year, long careers. Ultimately it's the understanding that I'm going to go out there every single day and fight to the very end, play as hard as I possibly can, just because I do. I enjoy this game and I want to win so bad.
We do have a microphone on each side of the room, so if you would please raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you before you answer your question. Ryan?
Cole, I know that you could have waited 3 months and kind of tested the free agent market. So why now? I mean, I guess there was a chance that you could have become the richest pitcher in baseball history if you did that. So why do it now and not wait for a couple more months?
It really was. It was just the way that it worked out with the past couple days. I wanted to give the Phillies every opportunity, and that was something, because it's very hard to leave a place that you've had so many great memories and have been able to enjoy so much good, and there's so much more good to come, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to not be a part of it. And I know the Phillies have, the organization's always going to do a good job of going out to win, and we've got great players here. So it's you don't want to have to leave that or stray away and see them win it and you're not part of it. So it was something that came down. I understand the free agency's great. Those opportunities are the unknowing, but I really do feel this is the place that I do call home, and I want to call home for a really long time. That's what I ultimately want to make here in Philadelphia.
Matt?
Ruben, what ultimately made you comfortable going 6 years, possibly 7 years for a pitcher, a deal that has never been done in this franchise's history?
I don't know if I would be comfortable, but we felt like it was the right thing to do under the circumstance with his performance, his age, the importance on our club, and in some ways, our goal is to try to continue to be a championship caliber team for now and for the future. And so I think, as I said before, and I've said it publicly several times, I think we have a much better chance with Cole in our rotation and as a major part of our club than without him.
Rob?
Cole, 2 years ago, Cliff turned down more money to come here. Do you feel that you passed up an opportunity to make more money, and do you feel like he did at the time that at some point enough millions is enough?
When I played this game, and especially I was on the phone with my dad a couple days ago, it's something where, I mentioned to him, I never imagined I would ever be in this position ever. And, I love this game so much. You just want to go out and play and enjoy it, and you want to play for a reason, and the reason is to win World Series, to play in front of sellout crowds, to play in front of a supposed Philly nation, of fans everywhere that are showing up on the road, that are cheering you on. That's the reasons we play this game, and we want to play it for as long as we possibly can until they take the ball out of our hand and tell us we can't. Money's never been the issue of the reason why I get on that mound every day and try to win ball games. I know it just comes with it, but ultimately, I play because I purely enjoy the game, and I want to win, and this is, I really do feel the best opportunity to win a championship again.
You would have played for free?
I don't know, I gotta pay bills.
Now all of a sudden very uncomfortable.
No, I learned in economics there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Howard?
Cole, Roy had just said probably about 15 minutes ago that he and Cliff twisted your arm and talked to you and did all those things. So how much of it was it that, and how much was when you got to the number that you and your representatives thought you had to get to? And Ruben, for you, why did it take this darn long to get to this number?
Having Doc and Cliff, I mean, they're a big part of why I want to be here. I mean, to be with two of the best pitchers in baseball, and to be able to go out there and have that that confidence that you're playing with guys that are the most talented pitchers in baseball. You can learn a lot from them. You can also feed off them, and I think that's kind of what we're able to do, all three of us, is we can feed off each other. And when we get rolling, it's I feel like we have the confidence that nobody can stop us. I think it's a good question for my agent. My representative's pretty good at that.
That's a good question for John. You handle that one, John. You can handle that portion of mine, too. No. We don't discuss our negotiations.
Jim?
Hey, Cole, just if you started talking about it a little bit already, but maybe a couple of the other intangibles. You talked about winning, best chance to win, but maybe some of the things like with your foundation or other reasons why you want to keep your roots here and keep building on what you've already started. Can you just mention a couple other intangibles?
No, it is. I mean, first and foremost, you want to be in a city that, wants you to be here, wants you to play, wants to win. And ultimately, the reason that's why we started our foundation here in Philadelphia was to give back to the people that accepted us and took us in. We really feel like we've done a lot in the community, and there's so much more that we want to get our message out and to everybody in Philly. And I think this really allows us to really accomplish what we initially set out in the very beginning. I think we can reach a lot more children, teachers, parents, of the mission that we have, and trying to give education as the answer to a lot of the problems that we have. And it's going to I think it's going to really help us out. And it's just it's ultimately we've been here, we've lived here for a number of years, and we're happy to live here for numerous more years.
Kevin?
Ruben, two-part question here. One, you'll have three pitchers next year, starting pitchers that will make a combined around $70 million. Are you comfortable you have financial flexibility, or do you think you may have to make another move? And two, how does the end of these negotiations impact whatever trade decisions you may make, leading up to the deadline?
Yeah, I mean, as far as the pitcher salaries are concerned, I mean, when you retain, some of the best pitchers in the game, they're going to be costly. I mean, it's really kind of my job to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's not, we don't have an open wallet. That's just not how it works. This is not how any business would work. It's my job to try to put the right pieces together in the right fashion. We have a lot of decisions to make, but the one thing that is clear is that we're committed to winning. We're committed to bringing in another championship if we can do that, and we're committed to trying to continue to improve, whether it be during the course of this deadline, whether it be beyond that, and whether it be in the off season. Our job in the front office is to try to do what we can to improve the club. Money is not necessarily the deciding factor on being a contending club. It helps. There's no question about it. And we've been given a tremendous amount of leeway. Our partnership group has been extraordinarily supportive of that. But it's also our job to try to put the right pieces together. And hopefully we can do a good job of doing just that.
Sam?
Yeah, to go back to the conversation